Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Crash. Welcome back to day 3 of the 30-day Clothing Brand Bootcamp series. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to be diving into pre-order versus pre-made, pros and cons, and which one is best for your brand. So without further ado, let's do what it do. Uh, when you're starting a clothing brand, one of the biggest decisions you'll face is whether to do pre-orders or produce inventory up front, right? And both models have their pros and cons. And today I'm breaking it all down so you can decide which one works best for your brand. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how each model works, the benefits and the risks, and which one will set you up for success. Section 1. What is the pre-order model? A pre-order model means that customers pay for products before they are even made by the manufacturers. So for example, you basically collect orders over a set period of time, usually like a week to 2 weeks, 5 to 14 days, and only then do you manufacture the items and ship them out to your customers. That's kind of the pre-order model in itself. And here's the example of how you can kind of visually look into it. So you have your design, right? You create your design, you create the tech pack, and you send that to your manufacturer and ask him to give me a sample of this design that I want, right? The manufacturer produces it, ships it out to you, and now you got the product. Now you have to market it to your audience. So you make videos on Instagram, this and that, TikTok, whatever, website, all of that, right? Now you market it, then you set up your landing page on your website, and now you're selling the product. You're collecting orders. Now, once you collect the orders, you send the number of orders to your manufacturer. Now your manufacturer is actually going to make all of the other designs, then ship them out to you. And once you receive the orders of your customers, you are going to package it up and then ship it out to your customers, to their addresses. And then they're going to receive their orders. That's kind of the pre-order model. So the product, the only thing that's made prior is kind of the sample, which obviously you need to have a sample so you know what kind of product you're selling, and if it's accurate to what the design actually was when you send it over to your manufacturer, right? And then the manufacturer, once you get the orders, the manufacturer produces all of the stuff, ships them out to you, and there you go. That's the process. And the pre-orders allow brands to test demand without the financial risk. So let's dive into kind of like the pros of the pre-order model. First is less financial risk. You don't have to pay up front for bulk inventory. You don't have to do that. The only thing is going to be your sample costs. Second is easier cash flow management because you get paid before production, meaning no debt or overstock. 3, hype and exclusivity, because scarcity creates urgency, which makes people want to buy quicker. So you can use that to your marketing advantage. Number 4, no wasted inventory, because you only make what's already ordered. No excess inventory, none of that, right? But to pros, there's also cons of pre-order, and the cons are kind of very big. Number 1, longer delivery times. Customers have to wait weeks, if not months, for their orders. And with this is when customers have to wait like 3 weeks, a month, 2 months with like delays and stuff, like people are going to be upset. You're going to lose trust from your audience, and people are always going to just be behind your back, negative reviews and all of that. Long delivery times, that's a no-no. Number 2, risk of manufacturing delays. If production is delayed, customers will lose trust and, strike chargebacks. Number 3, tougher to scale. If your entire business relies on pre-orders, scaling is going to be ridiculously slow and just it's not sustainable. It's not going to work. Number 4, customers may be hesitant. Because if you're a new brand, new brands might struggle to get sales because people want instant gratification. So, and If you're not able to deliver that, people are going to be upset. People are going to be mad. It's just human nature, right? So those are the pros and cons of the pre-order model. So what is the pre-made model? Let's jump into that. A pre-made model means you manufacture inventory before launching so customers can get their products immediately after purchase. This is kind of the most common model for used by clothing brands. So visualize how the process is. Here's an example. So you have your design, you send it over to your manufacturer. They manufacture your design, your product in bulk, and they ship it out to you. They send it to you. Now you market and sell your product, collect orders. Then you immediately after you get your orders, you can package your product and then ship it like right then and there, and boom, you're good to go. So pros of pre-made model: faster shipping, because faster shipping equals better customer experience, because nobody likes waiting. Nobody wants to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months to get their orders. Number two, high trust factor, because instant shipping builds credibility, especially for new brands. If you're starting over, you run a you sell your collection for a period of time, and you're like, oh, then you close your store, and you're like, you put a story on your Instagram talking about, hey guys, we just received your orders. Orders will be shipped out within 24 hours. Boom. Like, that trust factor is going to be so crucial and beneficial for your brand in the long term. It's going to, like, the value and just the credibility factor is going to be tenfold, hundredfold. So that's trust factor right there. Number three, easier to scale, more control over marketing and inventory planning. Pretty simple, straightforward. But there's also cons to this model as well. Number one, you probably guessed it, high upfront costs. You do need a lot of money for bulk production. If you're starting over, you're broke. Even though you want to do the pre-made model, you're gonna need a lot of upfront capital to for bulk production, especially when manufacturers have a MOQ of 50. That's gonna cost you a lot of money, and majority of the expense is gonna be shipping, right? So there is a lot of high upfront costs to this model. Number two, risk of unsold inventory. If your product flops, you're stuck with excess inventory. You just got all your t-shirts, your hoodies, your denim just laying out in the garage, unsold, right? That in itself, high upfront cost, and on top of that, unsold inventory. Now you're in debt, right? Number three, storage and logistics. You'll need space to hold inventory and handle fulfillment. If you're just doing it in a small basement or in your room, like, it's going to get messy, especially when you don't sell. It's just going to be all over the place. You need to be organized. You're going to need a new space and all of that, especially when you order a lot of product, right? Now that you know the differences between both models, here are the two common mistakes that you want to avoid at all costs. Forgot to change the slides, but we move on. For pre-order, your biggest mistake is going to be taking money and failing to deliver. If you know you're going to be in that stage, don't do it. Don't start a clothing brand. Wait until you can pre-made products for your brand. Like, get a job, work, save up, and then continue. Because if you're gonna do the pre-order method, and it's gonna take you like a month or two to deliver, or maybe God knows when you're gonna deliver, it's not gonna work out. You're not gonna be sustainable in the long run. People are gonna come after you, and this is a business. This is a real business. You got to treat it like a real business. It's not a pyramid scheme. None of that. All right? Take it serious. So don't do that. Number two for pre-order is over ordering your inventory, and now you're losing money. You're in debt, right? Forecasting your inventory when you're doing pre-made you're just gonna get better at it through experience. The more you do it, you're gonna get an idea. But to be safe, to avoid this, essentially, let's say you have a target number of items that you want to pre-make, cut it down by 10 to 20%. So if you have 100, if you think you're going to get 100 orders, cut it down to, 80, 90. 20% is a good number. So 20, not 20, 80. Order 80 pieces of your clothing. Keep it, it's okay. If you feel like you might get more sales, you might miss out on, potential profits. It's okay. Don't rush into that mindset, right? Don't let FOMO get to you in this business. You're trying to, make it out in the long term, in the long run. So you gotta stay calm and focused and strategize and try to be as accurate as possible in the way you conduct business. Okay? So cut down by, 20%. So now you get 80, and then once you sell out, let's say you got 100 sales and you only had 80 pieces of items in your stock, in your inventory. Now you just post an Instagram story, be like, guys, we sold out real quick, but we're going to do a restock soon. And now you can set up another wait list and tell people to join for your next collection drop, which is going to be the same product that you were selling, restock it, and boom, right? So always just cut down a little bit, and that's okay. Here you go. 2 mistakes you want to avoid at all costs. Now that you know the pros and cons of both models, which one are you going to be choosing for your brand? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know why. So I know I can help y'all if you're going to be choosing the right one. Let me know the situation, and drop a comment if you have any other questions. I reply to every single one. So keep dropping them comments below, questions, whatever you have. I'm here to help. That's what I do. So also day 4 is tomorrow, where we'll be talking about exactly how to source and manufacture, find a manufacturer for a clothing brand. You don't want to miss that. So make sure to subscribe so you get the notification that I posted. And it's been your boy Crash. I'll see you in the next one. Crash out.